now just imagine acres and acres and acres of battery facilities to store
Yes.
your wind electricity.
Nothing to see here, just random spontaneous combustion. Let's
Right.
hope that.
Caused by your dog, apparently, if you ask the CBC.
Oh gosh.
They published this with like a straight face, I guess. People often miscalculate the impact of climate choices, like owning a dog, a
No.
study says. My dog is not a climate choice. My dog was a family choice, not a climate choice. Let me promise you, with utmost confidence, nothing I do, no choice I make is ever in the interest of combating climate change. Ever, 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 never. I won't do it. Owning a dog, avoiding plane flights, amongst the most important for climate change, were often the most underestimated. Basically saying like, um, we we think that the things we do have more of an impact than they actually do, when giving up ownership of a dog, giving up your flight has more of an impact than stupid recycling programs, which I don't believe recycling programs are actually effective. Burn your garbage, send it back to Mother Nature, like like I do. But yeah, they basically said your dog is a carnivore, and so being a carnivore over here has a terrible impact on the climate, and thus dogs are bad for the environment. But it's like these people have never actually considered that dog food is frequently made with the waste product of uh, like human food. And so dog food is a form of recycling, but don't let facts get in the way of good freakouts for these people.
I can't even believe, given the political landscape that we currently live in, that this is a headline our state broadcaster
Yeah,
decided to run. Like, I guess they've moved on from cow farts being a leading cause of climate
I think it's all
change.
tied together because your dog will eat the byproducts of beef production. And so your dog is part of the dangerous meat eating realm. And so your dog is just as guilty of inducing climate change as somebody like me who enjoys 7 steaks a week.
This is peak gaslighting. They go on in about a third of the way down how the human brain is wired also plays a role, and goes on basically to say that um, because you can't tangibly see how dogs are contributing to climate change, so therefore you don't think that the risk is real. And it's like, I I I just can't believe that this is the nonsense we are forced to fund through subsidies and our tax dollars
Can
by
we
our state
just
broadcaster.
can we just go back to that article for a second? Because I noticed something a little bit fun there. So the picture of the dog that they chose,
Yes.
let's overlook the fact that putting clothes on your dog is kind of consumerist and wasteful, and whatever. But scroll down. That is a dog in China. A woman walks her dog in the Chaoyang district in Beijing. Because dogs eat meat, they contribute more to emissions than pets like rabbits.
Like, where who oh
Okay,
my goodness.
Beijing, the biggest problem with the environment there is the dog and not like the coal electricity plants that have no regard for particulate the way that we do here. That they saw that dog and they're like, there's a dog in China. That's a part of the war on the climate. Let's use that instead. Like 10 feet away is like
We have to just
vehicles with no emission standards, and just the coal-fired electricity just barfing particulate onto people.
we have to just zoom in on this dog here. Like, look at this climate criminal. How dare this
With the
dog
booties.
be clad in a dress and little
That
booties and just fueling the burning of the globe with just existing. Just the dog just isn't allowed to exist anymore.
Yep. Get rid of the dogs. Like, who wrote this? PETA, I guess.
I can't. I this
This makes me want to get another dog.
Seriously, we've been thinking about it, and I'm like, well, we're so busy and we're, always here and there. And can we take care of a dog? But now that the government and the CBC is telling me that we probably shouldn't own a dog, I'm like, maybe we should get two.
I know. I'm thinking Morgan could use a buddy in an act of resistance.
Yeah, it starts at the home, Sheila. It starts at the home.
Right.